Oh. Narayana. Hari Om and good morning from Cleveland. One of the most common expressions that we all use, that we all hear, is I'm feeling stressed. And we always say I'm stressed out. Nobody says I'm stressed in. This makes us more and more extrovert, not more and more inward looking. When we think of what causes us stress, what triggers this, there are three primary triggers to this expression of stress. The third trigger is time. For those with younger kids, morning time is a stressful period of the day. The second trigger is money. We see in families or in businesses when there's a cash flow challenge, how much stress is in that environment. And the greatest trigger of stress is people. Probably the people sitting beside you right now. And that's why we separate our kids for 1 hour. So this is 1 hour of stress-free and then back to stress. In many corporations, I speak on making sense of stress. And as I discuss how to make sense of stress when it comes to money, one thought is, stress is caused when money uses you. When money uses you. And the way to bring balance to that is to be content. If I keep seeing your car, then I want that same car. When I see the new kitchen you've designed, I want that kitchen too. Money is using me then. I actually don't want that, but I've seen what money can bring, so I want it too. And the other source of stress when it comes to money is how you use money. So money uses you as one source, how you use money is another. And the way to bring balance here is to be careful. And not careful in a frightening way, but to care fully. Someone who cares fully about water, and they never waste water. Someone who cares fully about food never wastes food. Someone who cares fully about their shoes, their car, their clothes, space, they never waste that, correct? Taking this to our Ramayana, you will have observed that Bhagwan Rama never wastes time. He never wastes money or resources. And he never wastes his thoughts when it comes to living with and working with people. He is always invoking peace and evoking peace. This is the most valuable science. This is the most valuable subject on how to live with people peacefully. How to work with people peacefully. Here in Chinmaya Mission Cleveland, we're celebrating our 4th birthday. We started in January of 2014, and more people are working together. And I think they're doing it peacefully, or at least when I'm here, they work together peacefully. Ramayana is encouraging us to be like this always. Not just Sunday mornings, not just with people in our committees. A couple of weeks ago, we went through the katha where Sugriva and Vali are fighting and Bhagwan Rama frees Vali. And there's a lot of insight into this. I'll share some more with all of you. Whose father is Vali? Whose father is Vali? Indra, correct? Whose father is Sugriva? Surya. When Lord Vishnu came to grace the earth by taking the form of Bhagwan Rama, then all of the Devatas also shared that we're going to take on forms to help Bhagwan Rama. Correct? We studied this in Balakanda. Lord Brahma became Jambavan. Now Vali, when he came to earth, he was supposed to help Bhagwan Rama. What was he doing? He was antagonistic to Bhagwan Rama and friendly towards Ravana. Vali came and became friends with Ravana. So he came confused. And we had also studied that Mitra Dharma, a solid friend, Supanta Chalava, a solid friend guides one towards the right path, towards right thinking and speaking and acting. So was Bhagwan Rama Vali's friend? He was. Vali was friends with Ravana. Bhagwan Rama said, Ravana's not your friend. I am here to free you. And we had studied that the one who frees us completely, that person is our best friend forever. And that is our Sadguru. All of our other friends in work, at home, they can free us for some time, some space, some matter. But the one who frees us forever is our Sadguru. This is our best friend. When Sugriva and Vali are fighting, when Sugriva first fights Vali, he gets beat bad. And Sugriva comes back to Bhagwan Rama, and Bhagwan Rama then gives him a garland. And when Bhagwan Rama gives him that garland, Vali should have noted that Sugriva now belongs to Bhagwan Rama. Just like a Jaimala, correct? Now we're married. Sugriva is Bhagwan Rama's bhakta. What should Vali have done? Stopped. He shouldn't have pressed on, but he did press on. Bhagwan Rama had to protect his bhakta and fight Vali. He had to destroy Vali. When Sugriva went back to Vali with his garland on, this time, when Sugriva was fighting, he wasn't looking at Vali, he was looking at Bhagwan Rama. So though engaged in his action, he was looking at Bhagwan, and you see the results of that. Sugriva was freed. Bhagwan Rama shot Vali from behind a tree because what this teaches us or symbolizes to us, Bhagwan Rama, our creator, is the karma phala data. He is the one who connects our karmas with our phalas, but you can't see that. Like behind a tree, you can't see who's behind there. Our focus should be on the karma, not the phala that comes with it. This is why Bhagwan Rama's behind that tree. And if you want to really open your mind towards this, Bhagwan Rama shot Vali from behind a tree. Who shot Bhagwan Krishna? A hunter from behind a tree, wasn't it? That Bhagwan never escaped from karma and karma phala. He shot from behind a tree. Bhagwan Krishna also got shot by an arrow from a hunter who was behind a tree. Bhagwan is not partial. Our creator is following rules that he or she created. When Vali was dying, and he died, then Tara, his wife, had come. And Tara was given knowledge when she didn't even ask for knowledge. Pujya Swami Tejamananda shares the most compassionate scene in all of Ramayana episode is when Bhagwan Rama gives this divine knowledge to Tara when she never even asked for it. He felt so much compassion for her that he made her free, like her husband and her son. There's a lot in this fight between Sugriva and Vali, not just the fight. The Vedanta in all of this is great about friendship, about engaging in one's actions without focusing on the fruits, and knowing that all we do is being guided and governed by someone who follows the same guidance and the same governance. Everyone's happy? We fast forward to when Sugriva was made the king of the monkeys. That was the beginning of Chatur Masya, the rainy season. And during the rainy season in the jungle, you can't move. The kings can't extend their kingdom, merchants can't trade, everyone stays where they are. Bhagwan Rama told Sugriva, go and enjoy. You've been running for so long, go and enjoy being the king. Myself and Sri Lakshmana will live outside of the kingdom because we can't be in the kingdom. And after these 4 months, you can honor my pact by helping me find Mother Sita. When Bhagwan Rama and Sri Lakshmana are together, then there is a beautiful dialogue that happens between them. This dialogue is initiated by Kahata Anuja Sanakata Aneka Bhagati Bhirati Nripaniti Viveka. Two brothers are going to live together for 4 months. What are they going to do? Just stare at each other. So Bhagwan Rama and Sri Lakshmana start talking about bhakti, vairagya, nripaniti, statespersonship or statesmanship, and viveka, which is insight. Remember I told you they never waste time. If you were to be with someone for 4 months, what would you talk to them about? The weather, rainy, 4 months. Sports, they're on holiday for 4 months, correct? The fruits, the same fruit every day. So what do you talk about? They never wasted time. This is a famous and beautiful part of Kishkinda Kanda, where Bhagwan Rama compares devotion and independence and politics and insight with what he's seeing in the jungle. He's seeing with his eyes like you and I are seeing, but he's bringing much more meaning to this. And you would have noted that how Hanumanji, Sugriva, and Vali all saw Bhagwan Rama with the same eyes, but how they understood their creator was very different. Hanumanji understood him right away. He surrendered. Sugriva tested him. Let's see if you can kick these bones and shoot these arrows. And Vali wanted to fight him. Who is the best out of these three? Hanumanji, no? The more pure one is, the more you appreciate purity. Here's some of the comparisons. This is a large portion of Kishkinda Kanda. I obviously can't share all of this. Here are some highlights. Bhagwan Rama sees a peacock and says, a householder with devotion, all of us, grahastas with bhakti, when a sadhu comes to their home, when a noble person comes to their home, they emote, they dance like a peacock during the rainy season. So he's not comparing the householder to the peacock, he's comparing the peacock to the householder. The householder is what he's thinking about, politics or insight, and he applies this to the peacock. And what Swami Tejramananda said, when a sadhu comes to your home, that is Vijayadashami. That is the Bhavali. We keep waiting for a calendar day But that emotion, that expression comes when a sadhu comes to your home. So that's how a peacock is. Then Bhagavan Rama talks about mean people. Wicked people are like lightning. Why are wicked people like lightning? Because they come into your life fast and they leave your life fast also. When they speak harshly. There's no patience to try to understand you or to empathize with you. Like lightning. You don't even see them. They leave no deep impact other than they make you burn if you're hit by that. Then Bhagavan Rama thinks about learned people. He said learned people are like clouds. Like a rain-laden cloud. They're very low. That a learned person is humble. A learned person doesn't believe they're up there. They're with the people. They're beneath the people trying to lift them up. A learned person. Then Bhagavan Rama thinks of a noble person. Noble people are like a mountain. That the rains keep hitting that mountain. Hard, light, sleet. So many different types of precipitation. But that mountain endures all of that. A noble person, you can be completely ignoble to them, but they will not lose their nobility. So he talked about householders, mean people, learned people, noble people. Then he thinks about pride, about garva. And he says, pride is like a stream. During the rainy season, the stream swells up. But as soon as that rainy season is done, back to being that stream. A prideful person, when they do something, what do? They make a lot of noise about it. They call everyone's attention to, look at what I've done, look at who I am now. But how long does that last? And did they do it themselves? That rain came from somewhere else, but they're taking credit for it. One filled with pride. Bhagavan next thinks about a ego, a jiva. When that water leaves that cloud and hits the earth, that water becomes muddy. A jiva, as soon as they're born into a body, they become muddy with maya. They become confused. They become distracted. So he's thinking about a jiva. And then Bhagavan thinks about enlightenment, realization. When that same drop of water meets the ocean, that drop of water is freed of all of that mud and becomes pure again. Like the jiva meeting Jagadishvara. The multiplicity meets that oneness, that is enlightenment. Bhagavan then talks about wisdom. And he says wisdom is like daytime and there not being clouds to block the sun. See, I can be a wise person, but as soon as that cloud comes in front of that sun, the sun is that wisdom, then what happens to my wisdom? It's dark again. When that cloud moves, light again. A wise person is one who is cloudless or doubtless. Their knowledge is not blocked by these clouds. One of Swami Tejomayananda's favorite comparisons, he said this is most beautiful. He shares here, Phule kamala soha sarakaisa nirguna brahma saguna bhai jaisa. He sees Bhagwan as a lotus. Bhagwan is a lotus. You have this beautiful body of water that is Brahman, has no qualities. It's there. But the lotus, when it grows, that's what catches your eyes. There's a form there. There's a name there. So the beauty of infinity is God. The beauty of Nirguna is Saguna. And this is exactly in line with chapter 12 of Bhagavad Gita, isn't it? And Prince Arjuna asks, what is the best form of bhakti? And Bhagavan says, Saguna. With form, with name. And the last comparison, there's many, many, many comparisons. The last comparison Bhagavan says is of a Sadguru. He says during the rainy season, all of the insects that thrived. When it's very dry, there's no mosquitoes. When it's very wet, lots of mosquitoes, as an example. He said a Sadguru is like winter to insects. Like insects die in winter, a Sadguru is one who destroys ignorance. Ignorance and all of these products of ignorance, which is anger, jealousy, fear, etc., all of that dies away when one meets their Sadguru, when one experiences the teachings of their guide. Good. So the next time you see a cloud, what should you think of? Humility. When you see lightning, meanness. Wintertime, so a lot of us who are in winter, Sadguru. So summertime, never think of Sadguru. Only in wintertime. These teachings are like Atma Bodha, no? In Atma Bodha, Acharya Shankara takes such ordinary experiences of ours and makes them divine so that we're always thinking of the divine, not just in a book. And then Chaturmasya is complete. And Bhagavan Rama ponders to himself and even says to Sri Lakshmana, how come Sugriva hasn't come to meet me even once? He's sitting on that throne because of me, but he hasn't come to meet me even once. And then he says, how come Hanumanji hasn't come to meet me once? Sugriva, we will find out soon, he's passed out. He's intoxicated in his kingdom. And Hanumanji, to protect Sugriva, is doing his work. Hanumanji is a minister. If the king is not well, the minister has to step in. So Hanumanji is doing all of the work of Sugriva to protect Sugriva, to help him honor his agreement with Bhagavan Rama. But one day, Bhagavan Rama had it. And he tells Sri Lakshmana, that same arrow that I used on Vali, I still have it. I shot it and it came back to me. I am going to kill Vali, and there's a ... tomorrow. He says, I will kill Vali tomorrow. But Sri Lakshmana didn't hear the tomorrow part. As soon as he heard, I'm going to kill, I keep saying Vali, Sugriva, I'm going to kill Sugriva, Sri Lakshmana got up. He said, you are the older brother, you got to kill the older brother, I'm the younger brother, give me the chance to kill the younger brother. But Bhagavan Rama again said, tomorrow, go and scare him, don't kill him, he is our friend. This is where we ended our study a couple of weeks ago. We'll move forward, not too far, but I wanted to share this part because now this whole month, everyone keeps talking about Hanuman Chalisa. These are the direct portions that we chant in Hanuman Chalisa and how it's related to Ramayana. I'm on the 23rd section of Chopais. I'm on the 5th Chopai, not 4th, but the 5th Chopai. I'm reading line 1, 23:5:1. Pache Pavana Tanaya Siru Nava. And at the end, the last monkey to go and receive Bhagavan Rama's grace is Pavana Tanaya, Hanumanji. And he brings his head to Bhagavan Rama's feet. Jani Kaj Prabhu Nikata Bolava. And Bhagavan Rama knew that the one who's going to accomplish his work is Hanumanji. And then the next line says, he takes off his ring and gives this to Hanumanji, and go and tell Mother Sita about my might and my sorrow. My might, so she knows that I'm coming, and my sorrow internally, that I've not stopped thinking about her ever. And this is following the last study of ours and leading up to this, okay, I was sharing with all of you that Hanumanji was trying to advise Sugriva that he should go and meet Bhagavan Rama and do his work. And Sugriva, again, passed out, incoherent. Bhagavan Rama told Sri Lakshmana. So Sri Lakshmana enters the kingdom of the monkeys. And that observation and that word spread like fire. Sugriva found out that Sri Lakshmana is coming like fire. So who is the first person to go and intervene? He sends Angada. Angada is the first one who meets Sri Lakshmana. Why Angada? He's already protected by Bhagavan Rama, correct? He's immune to anything that Sri Lakshmana is going to do. So Angada is sent, and Angada goes to Sri Lakshmana and says, please, be at ease. Our king, he was forgetful, but now he's remembered. Sri Lakshmana is still fire. He keeps moving. Who's sent next? Tara. Now Vali's wife is sent. The kid didn't work, so you send the parent then. So Tara ji goes over there and she starts speaking to him about wisdom. There's no need to be angry. We can all be happy because she has wisdom now, right? So she's sharing that wisdom. Sri Lakshmana, still fire. Next is Hanumanji. And Hanumanji goes and says, look, we've done all of this work. We've sent the monkeys in the different directions. Breathe. Do pranayama. But he's still going until finally Sugriva comes to greet him. Sugriva meets him at the door, bows down, washes his feet, totally sucking up to Sri Lakshmana. And Sri Lakshmana, he knows Bhagavan Rama's intention. He knows that Sugriva is woken up, so he hugs Sugriva then. Sri Lakshmana hugs Sugriva and says, come, let's go meet our master. And when Sugriva goes to Bhagavan Rama, you know what Bhagavan Rama says? He says, you're as dear to me, brother, as Bharata. So Hanumanji is as dear to him and Sugriva. Bhagavan Rama's heart is too big. And he says, you're as dear to me as my brother. And then Sugriva has already informed Hanumanji to inform others to call all of the monkeys, all of the animals to where Bhagavan Rama is. And Bhagavan Shiva tells Mother Parvati here, it's impossible to count how many beings were there to help Bhagavan Rama. He said, don't try. And Sugriva told all of those beings, you have 1 month to go and find Mother Sita, and those who don't return in 1 month will face death. See how tough Sugriva is now? Now some Vedanta to all of this. When Sugriva meets Sri Lakshmana, he tells him, Vishaya Vyasana. Vishaya means pleasure. Vyasana means is addictive. Pleasure is addictive. As soon as he got a little bit of pleasure in the kingdom, he became addicted to pleasure, to possession, to position. He's telling Sri Lakshmana that this is the nature of pleasure. What was I supposed to do? Does it sound very responsible? The beer was there. The car was there. I was trying to save time. I was multitasking by drinking and driving. Does that work if you told a police officer that? That's not your raw. Yes, I think Vivekji is telling us to test this. So then he meets Bhagavan Rama and tells Bhagavan Rama, your Maya is Atishaya. Some of our Balavir students, their names are Atishaya, correct? Atishaya means extremely difficult, Prabala. For one to be free from your Maya is impossible. So he's telling Bhagavan Rama, what was I supposed to do? It's your Maya. that has made me like this? And then he tells Bhagwan Rama, this is an amazing part of Ramayana. Yaha guna sadhana te nahi hoi, tumari kripa pava koi koi. The guna, that is to love you. All of the virtues that we know of, patience, discipline, generosity, sadhana te nahi hoi. You cannot bring these into your personality through sadhana. Through your own independent effort is not possible. In simple terms, this would be being a good person is not good enough. You cannot be free of Maya by being a good person. Tumari kripa. It is only through your grace, pava koi koi, that someone becomes, here or there, someone becomes pure. And in this most deep line, what we understand is without studying, that is jnana, without loving what you're studying, that is bhakti, one cannot be free. One will inevitably become like Sugriva, addicted to pleasure. Short-term thinking. We think that that's joy, but that's just dependent joy. As all of the beings, the creatures, were coming to Bhagwan Rama looking for his kripa, Bhagwan Rama manifested as many Bhagwan Ramas as there were beings there. And Bhagwan Rama asked all of the beings about their health, about their families. He personally inquired into the welfare of every being there. He never had this vanak buddhi of what do I get? It was always first, what can I do for you? And then I need help too. We always just focus on business, isn't it? That merchant mentality. In that last group of people who went to Bhagwan Rama was Angada, Nala, Nila, Hanumanji, Jambavan. All of them went south. Everyone else went in every direction. And next week I'll elaborate more on that. But here, going south means going within. Where is Mother Sita? Mother Sita is not to be found outside. She is to be found inside. I'll elaborate more next time. I just want you to know, all of the rest of the monkeys didn't have names. Who went east, west, north? But we know the names of those who went south. It's like being aware of your thoughts that are inward. Last part that I want to read to all of you. Rama kaja layalina mana bisara tanakara choha. And then all of these beings went about Bhagwan Rama's work freely, with no attachment. If a monkey can go about their responsibilities without attachment, that is, they have no raga, there's only anuraga, love for the divine. If these monkeys can do it, then shouldn't we be able to do that with a more developed intellect? So maybe Goswamiji put this in just to burn us a little bit. Look, these monkeys are doing it. If you can do it, you're worse than monkeys, isn't it? This is how we should live our lives. Committed to doing God's work, always focusing on giving, 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 and not getting. Narayana.